That was so loud on here.
That was tiny. Did it pop up on yours?
Oh yeah, no, it went.
Okay, great. Yeah, yours is terrible. Dude, we gotta get you a better microphone.
I do need to get a better mic. I mean, it's what I got though.
Yeah.
And
So
once
this
the rest
is-
of my financial aid comes in, I can get a better mic.
No, don't spin your mic. You already have a microphone. We have to work around what we have. Once we actually achieve success with what we have now, then we can move on beyond that.
Listen, I'm just tired of being poor, dog.
I'm poor too. I just have spent my money on this instead of things that I actually need to survive. So we don't
you're
really have a
successful.
topic, just
Okay.
in general. This is just kind of one of those. We're going to talk for an hour, so we just need to set a timer, which means I should set a timer if I can find the clock app on my phone. But I did have this idea the other day that it was like we should ask each other hypothetical situations and sort of see how we would react to them. You remember what we did in like the pepper challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, where it was kind of like, would you rather have invisibility? Ooh, and then that reminds me, or super strength. That off topic. Saw a video the other day. I don't even remember what now I can't remember who it was from, but it was a video and they were talking about superpowers, like what kind of superpower you would want. Oh shit, it was a stream that I watched last night. That they were like that they were talking about superpowers and like what kind of superpower would you want? And one of them said invisibility. And of course, immediately I went, God, that's the worst superpower ever. Like, what could you possibly? All you are is a pervert, right? That's like the only power you can really do with that. And the dude there was two guys, right?
Yeah.
They were casting a video game. And there was like a lull in the video game, so they were talking about this. And one of them was like, that's the worst superpower ever. And I went, oh, he agrees with me. It was amazing. Yeah.
We have like a whole 2 Land on the John episodes planned around that whole
Yeah.
concept.
No, I was like, did I couldn't remember if we'd actually made those.
We haven't filmed
And
them
I
yet.
don't think at this stage we had made those yet. Yeah.
No, we haven't filmed them yet, but we have them written down.
Yeah.
So we're just.
Yeah.
Should I have mine in stereo or mono? Because yours is in mono. Does it matter?
You want to have it in stereo. So, well, no, sorry, you want to have it mono. Yeah. Is yours in mono?
No, it's in stereo.
If it's in stereo and recording on both tracks, we're fine.
Okay, yeah, let's doing that.
Yeah. So it's not that bad then. But you might want to change it to mono if you can.
Okay.
Which I forget how you do that. Oh, you change it here. You have to stop recording. So we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay, I'll do it afterwards.
Well, if it fucks up, I'll just blame you and then regret everything.
we can just start over because we're only 3 minutes in.
It's too late now. We've already started. The ball has gotten rolling. In order to stop it, as Einstein said, we'd have to. An object in motion can only be stopped if one throws themselves under the wheels of a bus.
Correct. Okay.
I think that was. I'm paraphrasing a little bit.
Or listen, hear me out.
Yeah.
We could just say we're going to break.
At 3 minutes in,
3.5.
we're taking our break now. All right, everybody. We'll be back at
We'll just do
4:30.
we'll do a full 45 minutes
No,
afterwards.
hell no. We're going for an hour. We
Okay.
hit record and we just go. But so what I was saying about hypotheticals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at some classic hypothetical. What are you doing? Stop.
It was the wrong way. Sorry.
I was looking at some hypothetical situations online, right? And how people react to it. That ironically led me down some sort. I don't know if ironically is the right word. It led me down a rabbit hole of like how you determine if someone's a sociopath. Mm-hmm. But certain questions get posed. Like, for example, I'm sure you've at some point heard the classic. There's a train on a track. The track splits off. Mm-hmm. On one of the track is one person. On the other track is 5 people.
Yes.
You have the lever that will change the track. Which one would you change it to?
You know Cyanide and Happiness, right?
Yes.
They have a whole series dedicated to that whole dilemma.
Really?
It's called Trolley Tom, and there's like a lot of them. I think they have like 18, probably less. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say 18 episodes of Trolley Tom where he has to choose one or the other. And you know, I think it began like that. And then it just got out of hand at some point. There was, like, at one point it was like, do I kill Santa Claus or somebody else? Do I kill, like, somebody, I forgot. There was, like, a lot of them. There was one where he has to either kill his family or somebody else. There was one, or I think it was his father or his son. There was one where he either has to kill one person or, I don't remember who the person was, or kill all their subscribers. and it was they would have to vote in the comments by saying which one they wanted to get run over.
How
and for some reason,
fascinating.
everyone decided to get all the subscribers run over.
Damn.
And they all ended up going to hell, pretty much.
Mad lads. Yeah.
And so then Charlie Tom ends up dying, and he goes to heaven. And then they have that second series where he's basically the angel of death, and he chooses who gets to die.
So you have a great amount of experience with this particular topic.
Yes.
Have you thought about what you would do in that given situation? Just assume the baseline.
Just
Not
1 versus
Santa
5.
Claus versus
Okay.
It's a random person you've never met, 5 people you've never met. You have to choose. It's the classic prisoner's dilemma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's called the prisoner's dilemma. I might be talking out of my butt.
I guess. I mean, either way, I'm going to be killing a person, so I'm going to feel awful about it either way.
You have to choose.
But I'm going to choose. I would choose the one person because it's one person over 5 people.
You've chosen to minimize the loss of life.
Yes, because I guess not saying why would you do 5 versus 1, especially if they're random people. Mm-hmm. I guess it would be like, oh, well, you don't know who those people are, and I think that's the point of the question.
Mm-hmm.
The anonymousness is what makes it even more like you either got to kill a rando or 5 randos, and it's like just kill one, because you can, if you get in trouble for it, you only get in trouble for murdering one person as opposed to killing 5.
1 life sentence is pretty damn close to 5 life sentences. So in the reality of things,
fair, but most people's conscience, like my conscience,
yeah,
it would eat me alive for killing 5 people. Like I wouldn't say kill myself, but I would not be the same ever again. I mean, I would be the same after killing 1 person, but I think just taking 1 life has much less impact than, say, possibly a whole family.
Okay, sure. What if, caveat, that 1 person you find out in the future, different timeline, would have cured cancer?
And see, that's when it gets shitty.
Yeah.
Because once you take
You
away
have to
the
think about the
anonymousness,
future.
that's
Yeah.
when you realize, dang, I'm going to be a terrible person regardless. Because if they cure cancer, then they'll save so many more lives if I just kill 5 people. But then at the same time, it's still a whole dilemma of killing 1 person versus 5. And it's just like,
I tell you what, I think I solved it.
kill yourself.
No. You're sitting there, right? Train's coming. Person, 5 people. Your hand is on the thing. Take your hand off.
It'll just go.
Fate decides.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not looking at the track. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's going to the 1 person. I'm fine.
Do trolleys control which way because I know for trains there's like a thing on the outside that controls it.
I think nowadays, I think this dilemma is a little bit older.
Okay.
In that you had to have somebody switching the track manually.
Yeah.
But assumedly in the equation, you're switching it to the opposite direction of wherever it's going. Which means that if I choose to kill the single person, originally that track is on the 5 people, right? Because you're pulling it to the other side.
Okay.
So it's whichever side you choose is the opposite of what it would actually be.
Okay.
So fate has decreed one of these 2 sides is going to die.
Yeah.
But that fate is based off your decision. If you choose, at the moment of you pulling that thing, you don't know where it's going. So I think the best way to get out of this, regardless of loss of life and all that, and and life being precious or whatever, or is that the right word?
Whatever, really?
I don't know if that's the right phrase.
So
Life is I don't know. Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
You've completely absolved yourself of guilt. Somebody's still dying, but
Somebody's gonna die, yes.
that was an unavoidable occasion.
Yeah.
It was an unavoidable thing that was going to happen. And what you've done is circumvent that by simply letting go and walking away.
I don't think you'll be able to just walk away.
Well, it's not like your feet are cemented in place, unless you're throwing that in as the caveat.
I assume
I threw in the dude cured cancer. You want to cement my feet? I have
Well,
to
no, that's
watch
not
him
what
die?
I
Is
mean.
that what you're trying to say?
In my head, I thought you meant like you'll just like get off the trolley or something. Like,
Well, you're not on the trolley.
oh,
The
yeah,
trolley's
I'm thinking-
coming.
that's right,
You're
that's right.
standing there off to the side going, oh shit, oh my god, it's coming to kill us. And then you pull it and somebody dies. Or you
Okay.
could go, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes, cover your ears, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Stop it.
And you're out. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if that's a
This
dark
could
way of looking
all
at it.
be
Maybe I
avoided.
am a sociopath, but
You are a bit of a sociopath, yes.
I think there's a way to do it. There's always a way out of some manner.
So basically, you're saying is, if you don't touch it, it's not your fault.
Exactly. You know when you were a kid and you were running around the house whacking your friends with your broomstick, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then you accidentally whack the Chinese vase from 3,000 years ago and it shatters onto the floor?
It's a little specific, but okay. Yeah.
It's that thing where, hell, gravity could have knocked it over. An earthquake, a minor tremor, .001.
So your concern is basically not whether or not who you kill, as long as it's not my fault.
Yes, that's exactly right.
That's
Somebody's dying either way. Somebody's going to break that vase. It can either be you or you can have gravity do it. No, that doesn't really make any sense.
I mean, if the vase has been in place for a long period of time and just randomly, just out of nowhere falls because gravity put it off the table, even though it was the centerpiece of the table.
Yeah.
I think you'll still be to blame.
Well, yeah, but they can't prove anything unless they have cameras in the room, and then I think you can take them to court for like bad parenting.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you don't know about that one.
Damn.
God, that was a lot darker than I meant that to come out as. Shit, I'm
that's
sorry,
what we
dude.
do now.
I'm
All
so
right.
sorry. I didn't mean
That's
that.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, so you are a sociopath now that you know.
Yeah, it came out a whole lot meaner than I meant it to.
Dang, I probably should have pulled up some hypotheticals. Since
Oh, I didn't really. I just kind of sprung this on you. I mean, there's other ones like.
Hypothetical question.
Well, it's not really like a. It's not really like a. Like, you know, like sayings, weird sayings, like people in glass houses shouldn't throw bricks, like that sort of deal.
Is that just saying like he who is without sin cast the first stone? I
think you've latched onto the stone bit. I'm not sure those two have anything to do with each other.
Right. I've never,
aside from the fact that they both feature stones.
I've never heard that saying before.
I don't remember. I remember saying this in a different podcast. One of my favorite podcasts is the Ricky Gervais podcast from way back in the day that I guess you haven't seen. I should totally show you. And those of you that are listening, our millions and millions of followers, should check it out because it's hysterical. But they actually talked about that particular one on their podcast. I don't remember what it was. A long time. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't remember what. Now I can't even think of like what the point of that analogy is. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah.
Or it was like people in glass houses shouldn't get naked. I think that was what they.
I don't know.
On.
I feel like that may not be what you're thinking.
Now I don't remember at all.
People in glass houses. What? Sink ships? What does that mean?
What? Glass houses sink ships?
You know what they say. People in glass houses sink ships.
Yeah, I think that was World War II propaganda.
The Boondock Saints. That's definitely not what I was looking for.
Okay. What's the difference between the Boondocks and the Boondock Saints? Is there any relation?
I don't think so. It may just be like...
Both have the word boondock? What does boondock even mean? Is that just a nonsense word?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has some kind of meaning. God, you have me looking up so much stuff, Doc.
Sorry, I could look it up, but then I'd have to turn all the way around.
Boondocks.
I don't want to do that.
Definition. Boondocks just means remote, rough, or isolated country.
Oh.
The Boondocks.
So that's kind of so the Boondocks is
expression
kind of ironic then,
of a
since they live in the middle of a
title.
nice neighborhood in the middle of a city.
Boondock. It originally referred to a remote rural area, but now is often referred to an out-of-the-way area considered backward and unsophisticated by city folk. It can also refer to mountain.
A mountain? A singular mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that boondock.
Stop.
We're going to scale it and look out over the horizon.
So back to the glass houses. People
Yeah, right,
who live
yes.
in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah.
This means you should not criticize other people for bad qualities in their character that you have yourself.
It's kind of vague. I don't know about that.
That's what somebody
weird.
juxtapositioned. I hate that word.
It's very strange. It's a big word. It's a strong word.
It's this
Juxtaposition.
English word that I had to use that got thrown at me a lot in school.
A 10-point Scrabble word?
I don't. Maybe
Have you ever played Scrabble?
not right.
I've played Scrabble, but I just I lose every time.
Let's play Scrabble.
The only games I ever win at are ones that are like chance. Like, well, it's not really chance, but like blackjack. I'm pretty good at blackjack. At poker, Uno. I've kicked your butt many times.
I don't want to
at
talk
Uno.
about it. You're freaking cheater.
I
dog.
don't cheat. You just
do.
bring up new rules halfway through. It's like we're 6 years old and you're going, nah, my moon shield defeats your sword of fiery anger.
What is this, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah. You can't reverse
played
Uno card
Yu-Gi-Oh.
by bringing up some new rule when I'm about to win and going, nah, you can't do that because you can't play this card on top of that card. Say it at the beginning.
Okay.
Or we play the games long enough that we continue going forward
Okay.
and keep that rule in effect.
See, I hear what you're saying, and you're right. But in my head, I thought it was understood already.
The only
Because I forget that you don't play the same way I do.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that we play different ways.
Yes.
And you brought up a rule that I'd never heard of, the stacking one.
That's one that a lot of people play.
Again, never heard of it. So when you brought it up, I was like, oh, okay, I see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, mastered it. Bam, 12 winning streak.
It's not... Is it 12?
I actually don't remember.
No, I think it's only 8.
I think we played like 4, and then we quit. And then when we were gonna watch that movie and drink, which we don't drink.
We don't
kids.
drink. Yes, drinking not
water.
good for you.
We were gonna drink water.
Yeah, lots and lots of
Shots
water.
and shots of water.
Ah,
Which
fire
I
water,
still don't know
actually.
what happened that night.
We
Not
just-
that I don't remember. We didn't.
we
there was
drank,
no
we just
drunk.
didn't drink
There was no
enough.
drunken. Yeah,
Water, drink enough water.
water. Yeah, hydration
Hydration.
is very important. Damn, my drink's all the way
keeps-
over there.
I could give it to you, but then there's going to be some issues with audio.
I'd stand up and go get it, but I really
I
don't
just
care.
want you to know I feel very sorry for you when you have to listen to this, because it's so up and down and bad. Because it's just, I don't know. Like right here, just about right here is the perfect pitch.
Uh-huh.
But I have to talk like this the whole time.
You could lower your sensitivity and talk louder.
How do I do that?
There's a thing. You see that little thing underneath the monitor? There's a microphone ball.
What?
I have mine very specifically set so that I can talk at this volume and hit my -12 to -6
Hello.
range.
Oh, that's still too loud. Hello. Hello? Okay. Let's turn that up a little bit. Okay. Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. The first installment of this is already garbage.
All right. Turn up this one or
no,
the
the
other
other one.
one? Yeah, I don't want to talk
If
about
I could,
that.
I need to show you the audio file for that.
I don't know.
because
It works perfectly on my shit.
Your phone somehow corrupted the audio and dropped tracks.
Damn.
It's amazing. Yeah.
God, this makes me so sad.
Audacity, on the other hand, shouldn't give us that problem.
Yeah, no, and we're also not recording on our phones.
True.
Or
Yeah.
I'm not recording on my phone.
I'm not recording on my phone just because it is here in my hand.
Because I have a blue snow...
Ugh.
Not sponsored.
We still need to look up that microphone. Yeah, but we're kind of getting off topic here, as if we were on topic to begin with.
We are on top.
Maybe we should set up like an email address. We can have people send us, as if people would send us things.
Well, we have an email address.
Oh, we actually do have an email address. I forgot about that. Maybe we should
Email
set up a
John at
specific
gmail.com.
one. Be like, hey,
Lamella John Q&A.
send us, Q&A. We can answer questions. You guys wanna talk to us? Well, too bad. Send it to the email, and then we will choose. We will deign you worthy of receiving our advice.
Why are you always I am worthier than thou?
I
Holier. It's holier. There we
Holier.
go.
I am worthier than thou.
It's the same
I'm gonna
thing.
pick up Mjolnir.
Don't
Pull
you
the
Mjolnir.
Excalibur out of the stone.
I mean, if you watched Soul Eater,
I have
you
not.
You would want to put the sword back in the stone.
Why? No.
I'll
I
have
guess
to
it really
I'll-
depends. It depends on which mythos you follow. Did Arthur pull it out of the stone, or did the Lady of the Lake give it to him? Two separate
Arthur
things.
pulled it out of the stone a long time ago.
Then what's with the bitch in the water?
Who is that? I don't.
You
Never
don't know
heard
the Lady
that
of the
version.
Lake?
I don't know that one.
They in Monty Python and the Quest for the
I
Holy
haven't
Grail.
watched Monty
See,
Python.
you're uncultured. That's the problem. But
I'm
that's a different. That's a
uncultured
different
and
thing
I
altogether.
was
But in
sheltered
Monty
my
Python
whole
and the
life,
Quest for the
Jonathan.
Holy Grail, they literally have a joke in there about that wenches giving away swords
Yes.
is no way to judge who should be ruler.
This is.
If we assume magic doesn't exist
Uh-huh.
and take those two things out of context, it's just some naked lady that was like in the water, and then all the people came by, and I guess in order to protect herself in the Middle Ages, when men were kind of barbaric,
Kind of.
she was like, "Hey, sword, you're the king now," and then go fuck yourself, and then she went into the water and then ran. As opposed to the dude at the stone, when you have to imagine thousands of people tried to get that thing out. It's been loosened over the years. Slowly but surely, they've been like wiggling it. Somebody's been wiggling it. And then this scrawny, shrimpy Arthur kid, I'm talking about the Disney version at this point, came up out of nowhere and then went shwink, and then it just popped out.
He is the worthy.
And by default, it's like you've taken the 1,000th poop in this toilet. Here's a $25 gift card. That's the equivalent of what just happened. You were the 1,500th person to try to pull this thing out of the stone. Congratulations. By default, you have won.
I don't think you're understanding the it's not about who pulled it. It's about the story. He pulled it for a purpose. It's about fate.
No, what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who pulled it out. Joe Schmo, what was his name? Arthur Pendragon?
Yes.
Or Zendaya.
No, stop.
Whoever was number 1,500 would have pulled that shit out. Mm-hmm. Bippity boppity boop, now you're the ruler of the free world.
Does that just mean they didn't have a king beforehand? And back in the day, women weren't able to do stuff like that, so Zendaya couldn't do it.
What are you saying? She didn't have strength in her arms?
I'm saying that women didn't have rights back then.
No, that had nothing. Rights or no rights, that had nothing to do with it.
Everything
there was a mythos around this stone that whoever pulled it out would be the next king. Be that they didn't specify the next dude to pull this thing out. It says the next person.
I see.
Perhaps it might have said dude. I don't really know, but I don't think that word existed until like the 90s. I might have overshot a little bit, but you get my point here.
What is the purpose of this conversation?
I don't know. I feel like I just should download my thoughts onto you.
Why would you do that?
That way
you're too much to handle.
I'm not too much. That's why we're doing this in bite-sized chunks.
Oh.
Of an hour.
Of an hour. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I will be editing these things down because there are definitely things you don't want to hear.
So, listen.
Such as my chair. Listen.
Stop moving.
You hear my chair squeak?
Yes, I can hear your chair.
That's why I try not to move around that much.
So, listen. I have a hypothetical for you.
By all means. Shoot and fire.
So, completely hypothetical.
Okay, all right. Now you're prefacing this. You're prefacing this as though you're going to try and entrap me, but I'm willing to bet that my brain will overcome. Go for it.
Okay, so you're walking in the woods.
Oh, brother!
I didn't get to do anything. There's no one around.
You're gonna say my phone is dead. Damn it!
Out of the corner of the eye, you spot him.
Shia LaBeouf.
He's following you about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf?
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere.
So what exactly is the question you're going to ask? Am I going to kill Shia LaBeouf?
Yes, would you kill Shia LaBeouf?
I think in the given situation of this song, in the context, I think I would. Out of sheer survival. Not because I don't like him, but he is kind of insane. Mm-hmm. But
you can't kill Shia LaBeouf. He did that one music video for Sia.
For who?
Sia.
Who the hell? Who?
Chandelier. She sang Chandelier.
I don't know who. I don't know. I know that song.
No. You don't have. You have some nerve calling me uncultured.
Sia.
Sia. Yes.
Is that spelled C as in cat,
no.
A as in asshole?
No, it's spelled S-I-A. Sia.
Oh. Does the I have a little tilde?
I don't know. I don't think so. Anyways, it's not important. I just wanted to say that because I was just, I don't know.
I felt like we fell into a good rhythm there. Yeah. All we needed was the drums and the sweeping violin instrumental in the background.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. I haven't read all of this yet, so I'm just going to
Do you actually have a hypothetical situation?
I mean, I'm looking for some, yeah.
Okay. And you found one, but you're not sure what it is.
I haven't read it yet, so we're just going to go with it.
So we're going to go through it together. Okay.
You're at war deciphering an intercepted code. You learn two things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5. What do you do with this information?
Oh my God, that was a whole lot of stuff.
What is the most efficient course of action?
Okay, so there's a code. You've cracked the code.
You cracked the code.
They're coming to attack in 10 days.
5 days.
In 5 days. But the message is going to take 10 days to get there?
No, they're coming to attack in 5 days, but the enemy is going to be at their weakest in 10 days. But they're not attacking you. They're attacking a different city or something like that.
Okay.
So.
So you have to decide whether to defend or strike?
Yes.
Oh, it's the 9/11 one. Oh, I see. Okay.
We're gonna get canceled, and it's your fault.
9/11. I could have said Pearl Harbor. It's the same thing.
Patriotism.
Yeah. Everybody, just so you're aware, Pearl Harbor was an inside job. We know that for a fact. The exact same shit happened with 9/11, but it hasn't been long enough for the papers to have been released to the public.
Yes, jet fuel
not a conspiracy
cannot
theory.
Melt steel beams.
It's not a conspiracy theory if it's true. Just like there are aliens at 9/11. I mean, at
9/11 District 51.
What is it? What is that thing? Area 51. Area 51. Sorry, I'm mixing my analogies here. There are cat girls there, and we deserve to see them. Damn it!
God damn. No. Fuck your cat girls.
So. Why? Yeah, you want a cat dude. All right, fine. Sorry.
What do you call me, gay?
There's one there.
That's so disrespectful.
Congratulations.
I prefer the term.
There's more of us than there are of you. Wow, that's reaching for your drink, trying to like lean over your own stomach.
I'm trying not to let my fucking mic fall.
No, I feel it.
You're a bitch.
Sure, no, I mean, by all means, yeah. So send the message to the home front. Tell them the enemy's on their way. Or tell the army that for some reason they're going to be at their weakest. How would you get around telling them they're going to be at their weakest if you don't tell them part of their army's gone? Hey, there's a big invasion coming. Oh, no, sorry. Hey, the enemy is going to be really weak in 10 days. We should strike. And then they just go, okay, or they're going to go, why? And then you're going to have to tell them, because there's people coming to the shore. And their army's going to be in Britain. We need to strike Germany now. Right? I don't think one information can exist without the other.
That's fair.
Because then even if you tell them the other way, you're going, their army is coming. By default, they're going to be at their weakest. So I guess I'm a little confused as to why that would be, why one has to exist without the other. Because if somebody told me, hey, an army's coming to attack, and you're going to go from where? Germany, right? Coming to Britain. We're Britain. We're British.
Why are we British?
We're British because in this analogy, slipped me a little bit of Australian there. Was Australia in the World War II?
I don't know.
Were they just like...
I feel like they were just kind of there.
An empty bush full of spiders and snakes.
Yeah.
And very angry
Sounds
kangaroos.
about right.
No, but yes, we are British in this analogy, and the Germans are coming to attack us. The RAF has been fighting them off as best they can. But it's going to be difficult, because all their army is going to be here in 5 days. But in 10 days... Actually, in 10 days, assuming the attack goes to plan, they'll have returned back to Germany. And we'll be screwed. Perhaps they should have said 9 days. Or 7.
I don't even know, dude.
I don't know.
It's a weird question.
I feel like I haven't answered. You know what I do? Nothing. I let the world end.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything because I'm just a soldier.
That's because
I take
abstinence is the key, everybody.
No, stop.
Abstinence.
Not abstinence. You son of a bitch.
I should have been looking up one. Why? What would you do? What would you do?
I would try to make an argument that we can split the army to do both, so we can somewhat defend the city, and it won't take 100% massacre at the beginning at least, and then also have half the army try to take down the weakened Germans. But
the weakened Germans.
The weakened Germans. But either way, they're both going to go poorly because we're at half strength each time. But that's when you call in the Terminator. I haven't watched any of those movies, so I don't know what they're about.
The Terminator? We're bringing in the Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
I almost shortened his name, and I realized I shouldn't have.
Schwartz?
Nope. In the opposite direction.
Oh, no.
And I went, probably shouldn't apostrophe that on
I'm glad you
recording.
didn't.
All right. Okay. That's fair. I don't think it would work, and I think that's foolish, but I see your point.
I agree with you.
Not to discard entirely what you've said.
Oh, I know.
I assume the army could not be split in half. You can either choose one or the other.
Oh, that's
aside from that, I found one of my own now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm listening.
You are an eyewitness to a crime.
Okay.
A man has robbed a bank.
Okay.
Your bank,
My bank.
specifically. Bank
So
of
I'm a bank
America?
teller?
I don't know.
Or
But
like just
instead
like,
of keeping the
okay.
money for himself, actually, I don't remember which one you.
I feel like I know where
think
this
you're with
is
Bank of
going.
America.
I'm with
But
Bank
instead of
America,
keeping
yeah.
the money for himself, he donates it to a poor orphanage, and now it can afford to feed, clothe, and care for its children. You are the only person that knows who committed this crime. If you go to the authorities with this information, there's a good chance the money will be returned to the bank, but you'll leave a lot of kids in need. What would you do?
So it's basically, am I going to support the lawbreaker or uphold the law?
Sure, if you want to look at it that way. What's your reasoning? What are you thinking? Think out loud so I can kind of follow along.
Oh,
with you
okay.
here.
So, read what's the question again?
Would you turn the dude in that robbed the bank, or would you let him go?
And if I turn him in, they're gonna take the money back.
the money will be returned to the bank and taken away from the orphanage.
I mean, shit. Like, honestly, in my head, I'm like, what do I guess, orphanages gain, valuable monies and shit. But what will they do more for the kids with the money? Like, actually. Because I've never been in an orphanage. I don't know how it works.
You don't know how an orphanage works?
No,
Haven't seen
I mean,
all the twist?
I've read it, like, one time in, like, school.
They buy food and clothes and shit.
Oh, that's-
crayons
that's
for them to
fair,
color
okay.
on the walls and then get beat up over.
Oh, yeah. Please may I have another.
Yeah, exactly. Please, sir, may I have another?
Well, as an orphan myself.
Oh my God! Here we go again.
As an orphan, as a perpetual orphan myself, I think I may have to turn the other way. Or if anything, I could... Do I have to completely turn him in, or could I just kind of like say, I think I know who it is, like drop some hints, or like do like a sketch kind of thing, where it's like the police make a sketch of the person, like I may have some information kind of thing? Or do I have to completely, oh yeah, no, he did it, I saw him.
I have to assume that they're going off of pure eyewitness,
Okay.
which of course, unfortunately,
Actually, if
assume it. I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah.
Okay. Based on what you said, even if it was just eyewitness, that's the only evidence they have against this guy.
Correct.
So even if I did go to them with this information, he wouldn't get sent to jail.
See, now you're thinking like an anarchist, my man.
Okay, so then I'll try to turn him in. But there's no other evidence that they have against this guy.
You'll try to turn him in, but you'll muddle up the evidence just a little bit. Did he have a mustache? I don't know. I think so.
I think I remember him having a mole right above his eye.
But I might not have at the same time. I'm really kind of wishy-washy.
Are you just wasting our time? No.
Then you have the best of both worlds. Because, yeah, I see. You've cracked the dilemma. You've won.
Dang.
See, what I was thinking is that the people in the bank,
Yeah.
right? Banks are kind of scummy. They can be pretty scummy. But the people in the bank, the money he actually stole doesn't belong to the bank. It belongs to the people. So he's stealing from the people and redistributing it to the people. And he's just coming out on top as this,
He's Robin Hood.
what a great guy.
He's a Robin Hood.
It's like if I took your hat
Don't
and
you
then
touch my hat.
gave you your hat as a present for your birthday. You wouldn't go,
Well, I mean, technically-
dude, what a great guy. I love this hat. Yeah, you love the hat because it's yours.
Technically, yes, but technically, no.
What do you...
He's stealing other people's money and giving it to other people. So these people are getting money now. Mm-hmm. But the people whose money he stole are out of that money now.
From what I understand of the American banking system, and of course I'm assuming this is in America because that's where I am.
Yes. Are you?
I don't think the bank would lose out at all.
No, they can just replace the money,
Yeah.
can't they?
I think what he would do would have so little impact. Even if he stole like $5 billion, that is a drop in the hat compared to like how insured those banks are.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, the fact that it has no bearing on me personally, assumedly I had money at that bank, but if it's in America, I'd get all that money back anyway. Mm-hmm. So it'd be like, my initial thing would be he's stealing from the people and giving to the people, so he's just kind of the scumbag here.
Yeah.
So I would probably turn him in. But at the same time, it doesn't matter because all he's doing is taking people's money that they immediately get back by the banking system and giving to an orphanage.
See, what I had initially thought was instead of just being like an innocent bystander, you were like one of the bank tellers at the bank, or like he was robbing you at the bank. Because that's what it kind of sounded like to me at first, at least. So, in my head, I was like, what if, or like I thought we were being robbed, not we just witnessed a robbery.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I don't think that would really change the situation, especially as someone who works at the bank, I would know, what happens when we get robbed, and yeah. So I'll probably just let it go.
Maybe we've twisted this under the guise of we're in America, and maybe we should be assuming this is a bank in the 1800s or whatever. But
yeah, because I was like, I mean, in today's society, they don't have any cameras running. The police haven't been called yet.
Yeah. If you're the only eyewitness. He clearly cut the camera lines.
This is clearly in a hunky-dory small town of Radiator Springs kind of thing.
Or he's like the greatest thief of all time. Yeah. That he somehow made it out and only you saw him. Nobody else in the bank.
So did he just make it out with bags and bags of money?
I have to assume he had one of those bags with a dollar sign on it.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Just one man on his own walks out with a few bags of money. Nobody else sees him.
Yeah.
On a busy.
Turns out all he did was just withdraw from his account. That's why nobody was like, it's a crime, and you just profiled this dude. Oh my god, he's still just because he carried the money out of the bank in bags.
Yeah,
I don't know. I assume if nobody saw him and it was only you, he undermined himself underneath the bank.
Yeah.
Popped up, stole it, went back down, smoothed it all over.
Old school heist.
And came, yeah.
Payday.
Yeah. I've played enough Payday that I know how to rob a bank.
I've watched a handful of Payday.
Yeah.
But yes, that's my answer.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I guess I should find one too.
How many things do you think we should do? How long are we at right now?
We're only 30-something minutes, right?
37 minutes, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Making good time. We've already been through, 3 of these?
Oh no.
What?
You've been raising up the most brilliant child for a year long. So I'm assuming that it's your child.
Doesn't specifically say that, but okay.
Okay, well, we won't include that.
You've been raising a child.
That's true, okay.
You married in, wife died, left you a child.
Okay, see, I only say that because the next line is, the hospital informed you. So I would assume that it's your child.
Yeah.
Or, I guess you're taking care of somebody else's child or something like that.
My mother died in childbirth.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
I remember when I gave childbirth, it was...
Painful?
It was an experience.
I've heard the most painful thing is breaking your thigh bone.
I think you're going to say breaking your uterus for some reason. Anyways.
I don't think you could break a uterus.
I don't know.
It's
I don't have
From what I
those.
understand about vaginas, the whole floppiness of them.
Stop.
That it's they're like a muscle, right? Don't they come back? Retract? Somebody needs to explain this to me.
They're all different.
Well, yes, they're all different. But generally, it's like a muscle, right? You flex and you poke it. And you, I don't know if
you have control.
I don't think you can flex a vagina.
The outside, but the inside, you can flex some muscles in there. I'm sure.
God, what does that feel like? As if I'll ever know. High five! Pow! Yeah, high five.
Anyways, you've been raising raising up the most brilliant child for a year long. So let's just assume you're raising Einstein for some reason.
Sure.
The hospital just informed you of a slight mix-up that the child isn't actually yours.
Oh shit.
Would you exchange the child to fix that mistake?
Hell no. I'm sticking with a genius baby.
God dang.
No, by all means. You keep my dumb baby. I don't need more of me.
So basically, would you give away Clark Kent?
Clark Kent.
And that's who you've been raising.
But we flash back to Krypton and they fired him off. And they're just watching him go, and then they realize it wasn't about to blow up. Yeah, he was wrong.
And then the Krypton hospital just walks up. Hey, the kid wasn't yours, right? You mean Kal-El wasn't my son? No, this is your son, Kal-El.
So
Colin.
Who did we just fire into space? Who did you do what now?
Who did you want now? We're blowing this bitch up.
Oh, poor Clark. Who grew up all of his life thinking he was the son of some brilliant scientist when actually everybody else was right. His father was stupid and like didn't understand how the world worked, despite being some scientist. Damn. What was the question? Would you give it back?
Yes, would you exchange your child that you've been raising for your actual child?
Are the other people alive? Do they know? I have to assume they know.
I would assume
If this is a
know
legal battle,
too.
I'm fucked.
I mean, they never said that your child isn't going to be brilliant either. They just said that
I guess that's true.
I mean, because it said you're raising a brilliant child.
I don't think...
You're raising up
Again,
a brilliant... You're raising up the most brilliant child. How do you know that if they're only a year old?
They put the square into the square every time.
Oh, dang.
There's no mistake.
They've already learned...
the sheer brilliance.
He's
He's talking to you.
He's talking to you full
at
sentences.
a 9th grade level, which is above me.
He speaks binary code.
He speaks
while
binary.
he sleeps.
Yeah. He can speak in Morse code.
Oh,
I don't even know how he knows that.
So basically, would you trade Jimmy Neutron for
Jimmy Neutron's
Sheen?
not that smart.
Look, he is for that show.
If it was Jimmy Neutron versus Sheen, that's a tough call.
I wouldn't
Because
keep
God,
Sheen.
you could just sit on your porch and watch Sheen do things. Didn't they make a Sheen?
You haven't
spin-off?
seen the Planet Sheen
No,
spinoff,
no, I haven't.
John. You don't want Sheen.
You don't want Sheen?
At least not the way they wrote him in that thing.
Oh,
It's so shit.
well, as I understand it,
It's awful.
Jimmy Neutron like killed his parents multiple times, hasn't he?
I don't think so. No.
He's like cloned him at one point. I thought.
probably at one point, but I don't think he's really done much experiments on his parents.
All I can think about is that pants episode.
See, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I mean, but if I had to trade Jimmy for Carl, I would do it in
for Carl.
a heartbeat.
Croissant.
Croissant.
No, I see. Well, I don't think there would be any legal. Again, assuming we're in the United States,
Instead of
there
Jimmy
would
for
be
Sheen,
no legal precedent for you to keep that child.
That's true.
You wouldn't have a choice.
You wouldn't have a choice.
If are they assuming? Is the question that the email you've received from the hospital was like, hey, there's been a mix-up. You have somebody else's child, but they want yours. Do you want yours back, or do you want to keep your child?
Well, the question
that new child.
What does the question say?
Would you give it
It
back?
says, "Would you exchange the child?"
Or am I just like?
I'm assuming you have a choice in this. In
I
this
guess
case.
I do have a choice. Yeah.
It's back in the day when legality was still pretty iffy.
I think what I would do is I would ask the genius baby
What
I should do.
We'll just
Father. Do you want a brother? No, yeah, you be the baby, I'll be me. You're putting the square hole into the square thing into the square hole
Yes,
every
that's
time,
amazing.
and I walk in. Hey, hi son, hello.
Hello, father.
Please don't talk to me like that. Talk to me more like a baby.
Hello, father.
No, you know what? It was better the other way. I forgot that you had indeed hit puberty.
Yes. How can I assist
I-
you, father?
You're not the only child. There is another.
I have a sibling.
Not exactly. I could adopt him.
Ah.
The only thing standing in the way of you having, I assume, a brother is there are two parents in the way.
I
think we have to kill them.
So they must be exterminated. Say less.
He pulled. It's Stewie.
Yeah,
It's Stewie from Family Guy.
It is.
Why do I guess I don't have a wife. What happened to my wife?
I feel like your wife would know.
Honey, yeah, this email came to me. I have the option of hitting it as spam, deleting it, or showing it to my wife.
Oh, not sure what this is. So basically, let's see.
Well, I guess it's do you value blood, or do you value, or like does blood run thicker than water, or whatever that?
Blood is thicker than oatmeal after all.
Oatmeal, yeah, anthills.
Anthills,
I forget.
deeper than anthills, yeah.
Yeah, deeper than anthills. Sorry, yeah.
Blood.
Blood.
That is a pretty tricky one.
Blood. Oh yeah.
I guess we're just assuming that you have a choice. You're not legally obligated to give this child back.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Could I have both?
Click, click.
Baby would surely come up with some way to hire.
What's your baby's name?
I immediately think Joffrey, but then I haven't actually seen
Like
Game of
Jeffrey,
Thrones.
but Joffrey?
No, from Game of Thrones.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
I haven't watched
either.
Game of Thrones either.
I mean,
so,
DJ has HBO.
I think I would call him Ozarka Drinking Water.
Ozarka Drinking Water Wilson?
Sponsored by Ozarka
Aquafar.
Drinking Water.
Aquafina.
Sponsored by Aquafina. Nestle can go fuck themselves.
Spring water? Ha! Please. Hello, my son, Ozarka Drinking Water Wilson. Hello, Father Jonathan Wilson. How may I be of assistance? Well, I have a task for you. What is it, Father? So basically, you either have to give away Robin for the other Robin. I don't know where I was going with that.
There's
one.
like 4 or 5
Yeah, that's why I
Robins.
just said Robin. Okay, we're just gonna exclude what I just said. Just cut that from everything. Okay.
I can't. I don't edit these.
You're
I just throw them in the same audio file and export.
you piece of shit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, I guess it's my. No, it's your turn.
Well, we didn't ever actually answer.
Oh yeah.
I
You have to either keep the child
or take mine
exchange.
back.
Yes.
I think, assuming this email only came to me, I think I would keep the genius baby.
Okay.
That way, I would have some measure of success in life, rather than having another me that would be siphoning off of somebody else.
Who are you siphoning off of?
It's not important.
Are you siphoning gas, my dude?
You go outside and suck it out of the cars with the hose that I have.
That's disgusting.
Somewhere. Would you? Would you swap back for your baby?
Honestly, probably just because I'm one of those people who's like, I want my own family kind of thing, and so like blood or whatever. But at the same time, it's like I've already been raising this kid. I'm gonna be raising a stranger, but they're still at that stage of learning things.
At a year in,
Yeah.
that you two are bonded. Yeah,
Definitely, especially because I assume I'm a single parent with
Yep.
this.
Yeah, you
I don't know
breastfed
how.
him so many times.
I'm pretty sure I'm a widower because I don't know how I got this kid from
exactly.
the hospital.
Yep.
So I
Stole it
just
from the hospital.
Yep. You
That's
got the
what I'm
wrong
saying.
baby.
Mother
know.
died in childbirth. You were the only surviving parent. That way, you don't have to share it with your wife.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'll just. Dang, I can't tell my family either because I tell them they're gonna try to sway me like you need to get your real son back.
It's gonna be weird when you walk in with a white baby though.
See, that's what I was thinking too. Like I was thinking like.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He should have been Asian. Shit.
Like you just your wife has died in childbirth and they show you your child and it's just this black ass baby. It's my skin color and he's just there and he's like, "Hello, father."
Oh my God, this is my child. They're like,
And
wow, he really doesn't look anything like you.
God.
Yeah, he got all his mother's genes. Look, your wife was white too.
Not our grandparents. She's mixed. Trust me.
It's a skin condition that doesn't do her any harm.
Yes.
No, we've assumed it's a girl
it's
now.
reverse albinoism.
Albinoism. Is that a thing?
Probably.
Reverse albinoism?
Oh, maybe not. I was thinking Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus. Yeah. Wow.
Gosh, I'm so sorry about this audio. It's fluctuating so bad.
It's fine. I can make it work. I can make it
Like
work.
literally, it just goes like, wow, 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 wow.
We'll be fine. I can
Okay.
I can work with that.
All right. So for this round, we have to make our own hypotheticals.
I feel like we've done enough hypotheticals.
Oh, so
I think
what
we
are we
should move on to
discussing
another. We should move on to another subject.
Well,
The fact that you never watch movies is the only thing that I've come up with. What's the last movie you've seen as of what is today? The
August 19th.
August 19th. What was the last movie
What
you've
was
seen?
the last movie I've seen? Something on Netflix.
Regardless of in theaters, I'm just talking in general.
What was the
Do
last
you
one I
remember?
watched?
Boy,
what was
the
last-
fact that he can't remember.
I don't watch movies like that.
You also don't read plays.
I also don't read. I
So what
can't.
are you?
I'm lazy as
Oh
fuck.
my God.
I guess it was either the end of Evangelion.
That doesn't
DJ.
count. Oh, I guess that was a movie.
It is a movie, yes. Or because we watched those scary movies before that, so that wasn't those. Did I watch a scary movie with Caleb recently? Oh yeah, we watched The Boy on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah.
We watched another scary movie, but I forgot what it was. I need to start writing these down.
Geez, you should get on Letterboxd. Yeah.
I'll just start now. Fresh.
Keep track of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found out I've been doing it for. This is going to be the end of my second year in December.
Shitty shit.
Started in 2018. Weirdly enough, I have not watched as many movies as I thought I was gonna. Yeah. It's kind of sad. I've only seen in 2 years. I think I've seen 500 movies, which is above average. It's above
yes,
average.
it's more than one a year.
But
day.
it's no in 2 years.
Oh, in 2 years.
So
okay.
it's
That's almost one a day.
730 days.
Too
So
much
it's
to count.
it's yeah. There's like 200 days of the year that I haven't watched a movie. But I was going for like a one a day sort of deal, which unfortunately, due to life, I never ended up actually. I started off strong, like January, February. I think with the 2 months that I like nailed it the most, and then this last January and February again nailed it. Because I was like, oh, dude, it's been like my 1 year anniversary. I need to hop back on this wagon. But as like the years gone by, and like you'd think being in quarantine would have affected that in a net positive way, but it really didn't. In fact, it went down. I think there was a whole month where I didn't watch a single movie. Yeah,
That's kind of that's me. I was honestly expecting to like actively watch more anime because it's quarantine. Because a lot of people think I'm a weeb because I watch anime.
A lot of people think you're a weeb, and are you denying this claim?
I am denying this claim. I'm more weeb than you, obviously.
That's how brave.
I'm more weeb than
you don't
DJ.
know. I have that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Yeah, nothing on your wall is weeb.
So Metal Gear Solid, Snake is totally a weeb character. Have you seen those ass cheeks?
I mean, I've seen them.
Hey, dummy thick. Sorry,
he was dummy thick.
Oh yeah,
they
then he
killed
got
it.
Liposuction.
Yeah,
ass reduction surgery.
I'm pretty sure that's what. Anyways, but no. Here's the thing. This year alone, I've watched more anime than you or DJ probably. But like compared to a normal weeb who will watch pretty much how you are with movies is how they are with anime. They watch a lot of anime.
Yeah,
I don't. Like I'll watch one series at a time, and then months will pass before I start watching another one. And it's just because for me, like watching anime or really just anything in general feels like a commitment. And I realize I have some commitment issues.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're getting psychological now.
Doesn't go that deep on this podcast. Or
No, but no, it's just like. Let me pull up the things I watched this year. Because if I was a real weeb, I would have watched at least a lot more of the more mainstream anime that's going around. Let's see. So this year alone, I've watched Cells at Work, which is on Netflix.
I've heard good things about that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. I like that one.
Yeah.
I caught up on My Hero Academia. This year, obviously, I only watched season 4. Last year, I binge watched the entire series up until season 3.
Okay. So
this year alone has already been worse. I've watched Soul Eater. I watched all of Evangelion and the movies as well. And that's it. So that's what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, that's not a lot.
Last year, though, I watched Kakegurui Season 1, which is a really good one. It's about gambling. You should watch it.
Sure.
I watched The Devil's a Part-Timer. Really good. I like that one, too.
I've heard good things about that.
What's this? What is this? The 7 Deadly Sins. Yeah. Caught up on that one.
I've heard bad things about that one.
You heard bad things about the latest season because they switched studios.
Oh.
And the quality went from...
Was that a Trigger anime? Studio Trigger?
I don't know. Oh. I watched Agretsuko. I finished watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I watched 5 anime last year as well. And none of those...
So you're about on par for your yearly anime watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least for now. I'm going to start doing more because, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But most real weebs, they're the ones who like live and breathe anime. Like actual weebs. They live and breathe anime, Japanese culture.
I think one of the barriers for entry is the fact that you own a body pillow.
I don't own a body pillow.
You should get a body pillow.
I
want to get a body pillow.
Actually, I want to
but
get
I
a body
don't know.
pillow.
I thought about it. I don't know who I would get.
I want to get a blank body pillow, honestly.
Just a blank... Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just found...
okay, if they have blank body pillows, I've had a blank body pillow before. It was a pillow that was long.
Well, I mean, if we're
about
talking
the size of a body.
In terms of weebs, obviously, they have the one that are printed with their waifus on.
That's... I didn't realize... I guess I didn't realize that was a thing that they didn't have them printed.
I don't know. I just assume they don't.
They co-opted that?
I don't know. I don't know if they do or they don't. I'm just saying, if they don't, I will take one that's not printed.
Yeah.
Because weebs are weird.
Yeah, you're right about that. Sorry, guys. All of our weeb audience we just alienated.
No offense. I swear. Y'all are all awesome people.
But you said you would get one?
I would get like a blank one. I don't know. It's just weird. Not weird. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I always like seeing them in the background of streams.
Yeah,
so just because there's a story attached to that, and so that's why I've been like, I want to get one, but it's like I don't have a reason to, and
exactly.
the fact that it's like I was saying, there's always a story attached to one of those. The story would be, I want one because somebody else had one. It's like, I don't want it for myself. I want it for, like, background art.
If I ever got one, I would want someone else to get it for me. So then, like,
Yeah.
it'd be like, okay, I
You're
got
absolved.
it from someone else. You know, I can't get, it's special to me now. You know, I'm supposed to just buying it myself. Oh yeah, I just got it.
Undemmonai, what are you gonna do?
You can't throw it out. This is my new waifu, everyone.
Yep.
Her name is, I don't know. But anyway,
It snowballs from them giving you it to you taking it to Thanksgiving, and your
And
parents
marrying
see it. Yeah,
me.
yeah.
so this is my new wife. I thought
Yeah.
you were gay.
I changed.
I don't know who told you that. I found Christ again. His name is Akira Toriyama. Okay, so that
Gay
is
isn't
another.
taught; it's learned, or whatever. The opposite.
But no, that is another, I guess, aspect which makes me a bit more of a weeb. Is because I'm a fanboy of Dragon Ball franchise.
Yes, yeah.
And I have merch from it. Obviously,
Okay, yeah.
I have a poster. I have, I think, 8 figures.
Damn.
I got a while ago. My nana got me a jacket for it, and Caleb got me a hat. And then I stole my brother's shirt. But we're not gonna talk about that. I
Sure.
don't think I have it anymore. But yes, and I'm one of those like fanboys who's like passionate about it. Who like whenever I fanboy over something, I get passionate about it. Like I want to know not everything about it, but I want to know a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm a bit of a whore for lore, as you know. So I'll go down a lot of rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Like how he watches a lot of video essays for his stuff. Mm-hmm. I'll do that for something I fanboy over. Mm-hmm. Not just like anything, you know? And like I could tell you a lot of things about it. I made me and my brother, this is like one of our bonding things because we both grew up watching Dragon Ball Z.
Sure.
We'll discuss it like back when they were still airing Dragon Ball Super. We like made full on conspiracy theories. Not conspiracy theories, but just theories about what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
And a lot of them got debunked for one reason or another, but it was stupid. But whatever. But I'm a fanboy of Dragon Ball, which would make me a bit more of a weeb than if I wasn't.
That makes sense. Yeah. I've never really. I mean, I think in terms of film, there's like I think Cinemaphile, which is like one of those people that just knows everything about film, which is something that I tried to become.
Yeah.
But
I can't do that.
it's a lot of work, and I feel like I need to do it a lot more.
You should
to actually learn. Yeah.
Just don't be obnoxious with it like some people are.
Yeah, I use it to make references, and I really
I
enjoy
believe
making
that
references
100%.
to that,
Yeah, that's definitely something you would do.
I think we've got time for like one more question, maybe.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
Like 2020, I went into this year.
I'm not a fan.
I agree. I went into this year. I think I talked to you about this many times. That I was like, 2020 is gonna be my year. Like, I'm gonna graduate. I have like 4, 5, maybe 6 projects that are gonna be coming up this year and finished. That I was super excited about. And it was like, yeah, I'm gonna push through that, get through college. I'm gonna be out by the end of next year. 2020 is like my jam, and it's just been like a series of punches that's just gone down and down and down and down and down. That's trying to like beat me into submission, basically. Yeah. And at this point, I've kind of stepped aside from a couple of goals that I realized I can't actually get done anymore. So my question to you: everybody at the beginning of the year, stepping away from that question that I was about to pose you, everybody at the beginning of the year, of course, has their New Year's resolutions, right? I'm going to work out more. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to drink water, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you have a goal for this year? And like, how has this year affected that goal? Let me start with, did you have a goal? Like an overarching, 2020, I am going to do X that I've never done before. Or maybe that you have done before. I'm putting caveats on this.
I guess 2020 is the year of Lamb Alla John. That's really the only thing I was working on. I guess. Oh no. Okay. No. I'd say 2020 was the year I was going to get serious about my anime.
Oh, about UJS?
My show. Yeah, about UJS. And I have in bursts. Mm-hmm. I was hoping it would be more like a bam, 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 bam constant thing. I had originally planned to finish writing season 1 by the end of summer. Summer ends next week, and I'm still only on halfway through episode 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know what?
Do you think, COVID has affected that, or do you just think that you set the goal a little too high for yourself?
It wasn't COVID. I don't think I set it too high. I think it's just a me thing. Because I'm the kind of person, I feel like I can only write good when I'm in that mindset.
Yeah.
And so that's why whenever I write for the show, I write in bursts. The same way, like I'll like read something in burst, or I'll watch a series in bursts. Like The Office, I binge watched that for like 3 days straight, and then I've been watching like a few episodes every like few weeks at this point. I got to season 3 in about a week, and I only got to season 4 like last week, and I started watching I think back in July.
Oh wow! So you started this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like I have to be in the mood, the mindset. I gotta burst into it. I gotta feel it. The passion builds up, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I can't just be like, all right, we gotta write something today. And I can do that, but I feel like it just wouldn't be the same, especially because when I'm passionate about it, I get that drive. I feel like I'm able to process what I want to write more, and the direction I want to go in the characters more, because I'm more in the headspace of creativity as opposed to doing it as like I have to do it. It's something I want to do.
That's kind of unfortunate because I'm very much the same way. I'm a very burst-oriented sprinter. Longest thing that I've worked on is Onio.
Yeah.
Everything else has kind of petered out various times. But the reason it sucks for people like us is because almost universally, people that write for a living say you have to do it every day.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to and you're totally uninspired. Like, you have to do it.
That's what sucks. No, I completely agree.
And I can tell you I have not done that myself. So I don't blame you at all. I totally understand.
If you remember, last year was when we really started the project of UJS. It's been about a year and a half, and I've only managed to write 5.5 episodes.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more than what we started with, obviously.
True. Yeah.
But if you remember, like that whole first like half year was like lore after lore, ideas, episodes, just a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost a full year of just that. And then once it came to writing the episode, it just like my attention span for it went from like so vast and creativity to, and it's not like I dread writing it. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's not as creative as making characters or writing backstory, because you don't have to. In my mind, I create the characters, and like I have these ideas for them, but when I have to write the story, I have to remember that they're not the characters that they are later on yet. They have to develop into those characters. So it's like I got to keep them simple for now before they get more complex, I guess. And I guess I have to restrict myself a lot.
Yeah.
Because if I give myself 100% creative liberties as I'm writing the first season, which is supposed to be kind of the dullest season, and like all like exposition dumping, not for all of it, but for a lot of it, just to, get the world set. It's like, damn, there's just so much I gotta explain now, and a lot of people may not understand my vision, and I get discouraged a lot. I think we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
But, I'm working on it. But yeah. So UJS, I guess if I had any goals, it would be for UJS. I wanted to finish that this summer. Season 1, and I haven't done that yet.
Well, you got it half done?
Not even, because there's supposed to be 13 episodes.
Yeah. Damn.
But my new goal is by the end of this year, and like that one's like set in stone. If I don't make it, obviously, I'm not going to stop. But it's like, if you can't reach your goal now, then you got some real issues.
The soul searching will happen at the end of the year.
Yes. And that's when I'll just binge write all in one go.
Yeah.
The next 7.5 episodes. But like COVID wise, I guess my friendships have been affected greatly. Because I have, you and DJ. I have Chanel. You guys are pretty much my only friends up here.
Okay.
I guess there's Caitlin, but it's a kind of weird friendship. It's like a Snapchat friendship kind of thing.
Because she's a woman.
Shut up. But then I have my school friends. Mm-hmm. The people that you hang out with at school while you're on campus. But you don't really hang out outside of school. I don't talk to any of them. I had
fair.
my
I
work
don't either.
friends. Those are just the friends at work. They wanted to hang out this one time, but I had to wake up early the next day for class. So I was like, I don't think I can do it. And they're like, oh, dang, that sucks. Because they wanted to hang out after work. And we usually got off work after like 12 o'clock.
You mean midnight?
Yeah, after midnight. Yeah. So it was like, it's okay. And then on top of that, I didn't have like I didn't want to be like, oh, I don't have a way to get there or get back. And I don't want to burden you guys to take me home and take me there. So it's just like,
by the fact that you can't drive at the
Yeah, I
ripe
can't
old age
drive.
of 21 and a half.
I'm almost 20. I'm 22 in a few months.
That's what I said that.
It's not a half. It's more
22
than a
and a
half.
half.
That's a lot more than
It's a guesstimation.
You look like a guesstimation.
It's a guesstimation.
But yes, my friendships have been greatly affected.
It's the opposite for me.
Well, you don't have friends.
I have more than enough effort expended trying to avoid hanging out with you. I don't have the ability to not hang out with other people because I have to spend all of that energy on you, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying I'm only hanging out with you the perfect amount of time?
Yes, our ideal schedule here
So I shouldn't
has
try to
allowed
hang out
me
with you
two
more.
on, 5 off.
Sometimes 2 on.
Sometimes 2 on, 5 off.
What about
sometimes 3 on, 4 off. Oftentimes 0. Because both of us sleep in too
Our
long.
sleep schedules are disgusting, dude. Mine is dead again. And it's going to kind of suck because I have class at 11 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, yeah. You got it this next Monday, huh? This is when you start. Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck.
If I could drop the class, I would, but I don't have a replacement class for it.
Damn. And yeah, you have like, 1 day to get it done? Yeah.
I mean,
I got faith.
But I'm really looking forward to this semester, mostly because the voiceover class.
Yeah, that's going to be dope. Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be doing voiceover, and soon you'll see us on the big screen, not as ourselves, but as our voices. Hi, I'm Isaiah Lamb, and that's John. John, say your name.
Yeah, John.
No, you gotta be like.
Oh, you want me to introduce myself?
Well, we're
at the
we're,
end of the
we're,
at the
we're
end of this
outroing.
particular
We're
recording.
outroing. That was our outro. So let's start over.
No
We're gonna be on the
starting
big
over.
screen.
Just power through.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Isaiah Lamb.
No.
See your name.
Just goodbye.
I'm Isaiah Lamb.
What? Nobody's gonna listen to this part.
That's Jonathan Wilson.
We just gotta
and we're Lamb a la John.
move on. We gotta move on.
You're so disrespectful.
Okay, all right, cut it. You ready?